One messy night was all it took. 2 interceptions, overtime drama, and suddenly the old Sam Darnold doubts came rushing back. But in Seattle, Mike Macdonald shut that noise down fast. Welcome back to NFL SnapWire. Let's break down why Sam Darnold's latest win matters more than the stat sheet. Sam Darnold led the Seattle Seahawks to an overtime victory over the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night, and yet the conversation after the game wasn't about the win, it was about his mistakes. 2 interceptions were enough for critics to dust off the same narratives that have followed Darnold for years. Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald wasn't buying any of it. Speaking on Seattle sports, Macdonald made his stance crystal clear. When he thinks about Darnold, he doesn't think about turnovers, he thinks about moments. The drive in San Francisco. The late game score against Arizona. The clutch push into field goal range versus the Rams. The 40-second march to beat the Colts. According to Macdonald, those moments tell the real story. And he's right. Thursday night wasn't pretty. It wasn't clean. But it was resilient. When the game was still hanging in the balance, Darnold didn't fold. In overtime, he calmly led a 65-yard scoring drive that sealed the win. The bold decision to go for 2 paid off, and his pass to Saubert, his only target of the night, may have been the biggest throw of the game. That's the NFL reality. Quarterbacks aren't judged on perfection, they're judged on response. And time after time this season, Darnold has responded. Seattle's defense has earned most of the headlines, and deservedly so, but Darnold has quietly been the steady hand late in games. The Cardinals, 49ers, Colts, and Rams games weren't his best statistical performances. Not even close. Yet Seattle won them anyway. That's what separates game managers from game winners, finding a way when things go sideways. The Seahawks took a calculated risk when they signed Darnold, and that gamble is starting to look smart. Especially when you look at the contract. Darnold's 3-year, $100.5 million deal looked risky in March. Now, it looks like a bargain. He's 3rd in the NFL with 3,703 passing yards and 5th with 24 touchdown passes. Seattle also built flexibility into the deal. They could move on after this season with limited financial damage. But based on his play, there's no real reason they would. If Darnold stays through 2026, his 2-year total would be $65 million, middle-of-the-pack money for a quarterback who wins, stays healthy, and fits the system. He's not an MVP frontrunner, but he understands pressure, executes late, and does exactly what Macdonald asks. And availability matters. Darnold has played every single game this season, something not many quarterbacks can say. So maybe it's time to stop judging Sam Darnold by old labels and start judging him by results. Because right now, in Seattle, the results are speaking loud and clear. This has been NFL SnapWire. Stay locked in for more NFL stories that matter.